So the Engender Health Project, which is known as the GBV Essential Services and Prevention Project, is about finding ways to enhance women's access to justice, to clarify the referral pathways that women and men can use in accessing justice for gender-based violence, and to improving the outcomes of gender-based violence. We work in 4 districts in the country, as well as working at a national level. We are tackling the issue from a community approach, so really working with community leaders, faith leaders, traditional leaders to change social norms that make it possible for gender-based violence to take place in the communities. And at the national level, we work through our partner WOJAM to really fast-track gender-based violence cases. This training was an opportunity for us to engage specifically with clan leaders of the Mbewa Kingdom and bring them on board as in their role as gatekeepers and custodians of culture to take on the fight against gender-based violence, because we know that in order to have an impact in the community, you must do so through the leadership of that community. And the clan leaders are the closest in terms of justice and any kind of resource when it comes to gender-based violence in communities. They are first responders, essentially. And what they say has a huge impact on what happens in their communities. And that is why it was very important for us to engage with clan leaders in this way.
We have been having this workshop since yesterday to look at the issues of gender-based violences that are happening within the district and within Mbewa Kingdom at large. So the main issue behind was we as traditional leaders to see what are the issues when you talk about gender-based violence and what can we do. So we are focusing actually on the issues of eliminating gender-based violence cases.
Especially in families, where families, the husbands and the wife are fighting against each other. The woman is being violated. At times we also have early child marriages. We also have initiations of the girls where they have been emotionally abused. And also we have economical violence where a husband doesn't want the wife to go to work.
Actually, I can say we have been trained on how to coordinate with different stakeholders, what we can do as chiefs in terms of ensuring that the gender-based violence cases are reduced within the communities.
From here, we are going to send a message to the group of village admin first, and from there we are going to call the village admin, and at last I'm going to tell these Murumuzanas are going to the teachers of the villages as of now, because they have gained experience here. But I myself, I will train people at Nkosana level, so I think I will deliver all the knowledge I've gained from here.
We, as Engender Health, working alongside our partners at the local government level, but also the Mzimba Heritage Foundation, will be following up with the traditional leaders on those action plans that they've taken. So if they say that in 2 months we're going to do this and that, then in 2 months we want to check with them and hear about their progress, find out about the challenges that they've had, and see how they're really taking on board this issue of tackling gender-based violence.
And it's good for NGOs to include women and men, especially Koskasis and their husbands, the impulses. Because when you involve the men only, the women, some of them don't know about many things. So include them, we the women stay with fellow women in the community. So it's easy for them to coordinate with us than men. So I think it's quite good.
This training is connected to our ministry because as Ministry of Gender and even Gender Department in particular, we are also involved in gender-based violence. We have a section called gender-based violence, which will also deal with the gender-based violence, the whole Malawi. So when EngenderHealth invited us to this meeting, we're delighted because we are also part of the gender-based violence team, because what we are saying is gender-based violence retards development, so we need to deal with it as a nation.
For EngenderHealth, we want to see the kind of Malawi where women and girls are able to claim their rights, where communities are so strengthened that they enable this claiming of rights on the parts of women and girls, and that communities don't support gender-based violence. The communities are rejecting gender-based violence. We want to see also that our laws are ones that are empowering laws that are driven towards the ending of gender-based violence, and that our policies also create spaces that are free from gender-based violence. So at the individual level, at the community level, at the country level, and at the policy level, we want to see that kind of change so that there isn't any gender-based violence, that women, girls, men, and boys are able to enjoy their lives free from violence.